Okay, so today we're going to be in A flat, and I want you to play along at home. So we're going to talk a little bit about time feels. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with time, and so we're going to use the most important tool you'll ever have for your time playing, a metronome. So that's from the Guitar Tuna app because I'm a plebeian. There are a lot of much better metronome apps that I just haven't gotten or paid for. So generally we use a metronome when we think about it, especially if you're from the classical discipline, which is where I grew up. You're going to think about it as like setting speed goals for yourself so you can play like, and then, and you know, you probably have that like alternate picking, hybrid picking maybe if you're fancy like me. But today I want to talk about a little bit of a different idea. So metronomes in 4 like that, warm-ups like that, are great for your time, but maybe not your time feels. So if you come from metal, prog, things like that, and you've got really like solid time where everything's quantized and like right to the thing, that's fantastic. Today I'm talking more to our R&B, blues, swingy, country guys that want to learn how to maybe milk the gaps between beats a little more. So what we're going to do with our metronome is if you have this setting, you're going to put it in 2/4. If you don't, you're going to take the 120 beats per minute and you're going to set your metronome to 60, and every click is a 2 or a 4. So I'll demonstrate. So I've got my metronome set to 2/4, as you can see by the 2 little dots right there, and it's set to 60, which is actually 120 because we are in 4, not 2. Okay. So feel that for a second. So that's going to be every other beat. So, da, ba, boo, be, ba, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really good for like a shuffle feel. So again, we're in A flat, 2, 3, 4. Just things like that. So just kind of think about like a shuffle. That's a 12-bar blues, 4 bars of 1, 2 bars of 4, 2 bars of 1, 5, 4, 1, 5. Cool. Okay, so now that we're kind of thinking about that feel, let's see if we can get a few little licks. So don't be thinking about how can I get the most notes. Yeah. And just, you know, you can stay in that one little box. I'm just going to sit right here, probably between like 3 and 8. And we're just going to chill. Think about it kind of laying back. 2, 3. Sorry. You know, simple ideas. Because the important thing about time feel is that we're kind of feeling. You see how I'm kind of moving, I'm grooving. You got to get with the band, you know, everybody lock in all together. Just little calls and responses, little ideas. Think about it like a singer or a vocal line. Because we're not trying to shred, we're not trying to get all of our flashy licks right now, we're trying to make music. Because if you start every solo with the flashiest guitar lick you got in your pocket, everybody's probably going to get bored real quick by the time 2 or 3 choruses goes around and you're 36 bars in playing that same Steve Vai lick you spent 6 hours on in your bedroom. Sorry. So, let's try and make some music, you know? 3, 2, 3, 4. some dynamics. Get loud. Use chords. Yeah. Hear the pocket? Oh! Just little ideas like that. So, one of the important things I want you to take home from all this is that nothing I just did is wild or undoable. If you slow the video to half speed, I guarantee you'll get all my licks down in a couple weeks tops. Especially if you're playing regularly. Because the thing about making music is that it's good for your ears, it's good for your heart, it's good for your mind and your soul. You should be able to latch onto these things. Because as musicians, one of the most important things we're gonna do is not impress the audience, but bring something to them that they can enjoy. And so time feel is not always about improving your technique as much as it can be about improving your musicality and your ability to connect. So when I'm thinking in 120 beats per minute, hard blues shuffle, I'm not trying to throw out all the Satriani modal licks. I'm not trying to be the next Miles Davis coming up with experimental concepts. I'm just trying to create a good groove, a good feel, so that we can play with some taste and give them something to listen to. Because I think the most important lesson that any musician is going to learn is not that everyone needs to be impressed by my super flashy guitar licks. Because if you go chasing applause and you go chasing the title of the best, you're going to be the best dead guitar player there's ever been, and you're never going to be happy. And that's just my opinion. But I don't seek that, because I think that lessons like this one, things about time feel that people can really latch on to, are just going to make the world a better place than all of the shred licks that you learned off of YouTube. All right.